98.
And we are live a little bit late because Ryan, even though he's not the oldest person on this chat, is having difficulty with the technology again. But anyway, we are here and basically with Clint Maley, who is one of the co-Big Mahofs with Kevin Palco of Cleveland Arm Wrestling, which is, in case you're thinking you don't want to go into Cleveland, hey, they don't get together in Cleveland. They get together at a really nice place out in Berea, Ohio. Which I had hoped to visit last week, but I was out in Ohio taking a practice tour. But unfortunately, I had a little bit of a medical hiccup, and so I came home. But I'm now scheduled to go back again on second week of September, and hope to see them then. So, welcome.
Thanks, guys. Dave, you look good. You look good as always, man. And Ryan, never met you before, buddy, but it's good talking with you.
Dave's our sexiest member of 98.
Yeah, I think that's pretty obvious for sure.
Well, maybe the sexiest one over 75, but whatever.
So, anyway. Clint, tell us what team you're with and what the scene looks like there with practices and tournaments there in Ohio where you're at.
Yeah, man. So I'm sure you heard of Kevin Palco before. He's been around for a while. He's arm wrestled for probably about 11 years by now. And it was 4 years ago where I had heard about him and a team that was starting up. It was actually at a Medina County fair. Medina's a town probably maybe 30 miles from where we practiced. And Tim Lewis had said, hey, contact these guys. So that's what I did. And I've been there the last 4 years. We started off practicing at a gym. It was called Onyx. And then that gym closed down. We had big practices there. It was great. We transitioned over to Berea, Ohio. Richard Calero, he's one of the guys on our team. He's been around for a long time. He had a hookup and he got us in there. So we practice in Berea, which is probably about maybe 45 minutes south of Cleveland. And, we have a whole bunch of different opportunities. We practice in Berea twice a week. We can do Saturdays at noon. And then also we do another practice on Wednesdays. And usually one of the team captains are there. We've also got a whole bunch of clubs around us, including one that Jason Robinette started up with Mr. Todd Hutchings in a place called Wellington. We're able to kind of hook up with those two when we need to on a certain day of the week.
Nice.
Yeah.
Oh, here's Randy. Randy coming in while on vacation. That's dedication, buddy.
Hey, what's up, guys?
What up, Playa? How's it going, man?
Hey, what's up, buddy? Good to have you on, man.
Yeah, no problem, dude. No problem. I'll give you guys all the time you need, for sure.
Yeah, I'm just I'm up here in upstate New York in the Thousand Island region. Yeah, not at the home base studio today, so
it's all right. You look good. All you boys look good.
Hey, what's going on, Clint?
Yeah. Oh, the big rig.
Big rig.
Holy moly.
Take a wild guess where I'm driving from right now. Take a wild guess.
I don't know. That's a tough one. Maybe Ohio?
Ding, 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 ding.
Oh, my God. I'm brilliant.
Yeah.
Who are you pulling with, Playa?
What's up?
Who are you pulling with?
Nobody. I was working.
Okay.
I'm working right now.
Work's more important than play.
Yeah. That's what my dispatcher keeps telling me.
Well, depending on how long you're going to be there, we can tell you where all the practices are tomorrow and Sunday.
I will be out of Ohio in like 10 minutes.
Oh, well, that won't do us any good then.
Yeah. So I'm gonna be in Pennsylvania right now. Any second right now. Actually, I think I'm actually in Pennsylvania right now. No, there's a sign.
Yeah, you can't tell from the kaboom, 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 kaboom.
Yeah.
So Clint, I mean, from what I see all the time, I see a lot of stuff promoted in Ohio. So it looks like you guys have a pretty busy state for arm wrestling compared to some other states in the Midwest or upper Midwest that are kind of slow or dead spots. But Ohio is not one of them.
Yeah, so I can go into it a little bit, but just tell me to stop if I'm talking too much. I could talk forever about.
No, go ahead, because if you don't talk, Eric will.
All right. Well, yeah. He doesn't want a piece of me on the table anyway. So.
Yeah. There we go.
Yeah. So right now we got a club with, I mean, I would say on every Saturday we have anywhere between 25 and 35 people. It's pretty common. And the interesting thing is we have people of different ages, different groups of people. We have males, females. We even have somebody that's kind of been in the news a little bit with us that has traumatic brain damage. And he is able to come and enjoy the sport that he's always wanted to do. And he's actually really good at it. His name is Kevin Hyatt. There'll be some more information coming out about him, but of course, Kevin's got his YouTube channel where you can see some of our videos from there. We're getting to the point where the captains of the team, being myself and Kevin and Rich Calero, and we even have a female captain. We're able to start working with the younger guys when they come in, and kind of instead of just having an all-out, let's beat each other on the table, we're able to offer, specific training and things like that. Nice. That is the goal. It's not always easy because just time limits, there's always something going on. And what we did was Kevin and I were kind of talking, like we've done different things throughout our arm wrestling career. We've done a lot of the YouTube videos where we were out on the street. I think Kevin and I, we pulled over, I think 950 people over 2 years. And when we were doing that, guys, we never hurt one person. To our knowledge, we never hurt one person. There's a good way to go about doing it. I can get into that later, but we did that, and we tried to get some traction on the YouTube, and it's kind of tough. So we kind of had an idea, and we were like, let's go ahead and put together some kind of a rankings league for our team. So we have a 0 to 198 and below, and then one bracket that's above. And I would say on the lighter end, the 198s, we're capping it. We have 25 active slots. And then the same thing with the heavyweights. We have a few less of them, but the way it works is, you can essentially ask somebody, call them out for their spot. You're able to challenge a person up to 2 spots ahead of you. And the reason that I'm doing that, or that Kevin and I are doing that, it's because you guys know when you arm wrestle, it's styles make matches. Okay, It's not about just somebody being stronger than the other person. So if I can't beat somebody above me, I ask that I at least challenge them. That gives me an opportunity to go above them. But what I want to have everybody understand is, like, we set these rankings out pretty basic. We put everybody in our top 10 or top 12 at the time, and we've added people to it. So we've added people on the bottom that have to actually work their way up. We're not just going to take in somebody that's really strong and automatically put them at number 4.
Yeah.
And I've even had people on our team talk about this, and I just stress that the proof is in the pudding. Like, if you watch the videos that are on Kevin's YouTube channel, you will see each individual arm wrestler and the matches that they've won or that they've lost.
Yeah.
And I think that's what kind of separates this kind of rankings league apart from other ranking areas that we types of rankings that we see. And the primary reason is it's just like we want to be able to accurately follow these arm wrestlers through their career here in Cleveland Arm Wrestling. Because these guys are dedicated and we're getting new members every week. So that's just one of the things we're kind of working on. Another part of that was our goal was to prove that arm wrestling is not simply an individual sport.
Yeah.
I can argue that it's a team sport for a lot of reasons. Just like if any of you wrestled in high school, it's the same thing. You depend on your teammates for support, the people watching. You're rooting each other on, So we went to Michigan State last weekend. That's why, Randy, I couldn't jump on with you. And there was a team contest. We had we didn't have as many people that were able to come with us as I wanted. I would have liked to have 20 guys show and us beat the guys in Michigan. It didn't work out because we had about maybe 8 or 10 people. But, we do have a pretty bright team. I mean, we got some poolers that are strong. Kevin, he took 2 gorillas. Definitely not his first. He is, when you say elite, that's what he is. He's one of the best in the world. He's a 2-time national champion. Had he been trying to win a national championship every year, I think he'd have 10 by now.
Yeah.
So and we got some young guns. I mean, if you just keep an eye out, you'll see the name Keegan Yost. I don't want to talk him up too much because I think he's already learning that he can be pretty special if he follows the rules. He's still a young gun, but he's kind of got that build where, these guys that are 6'4" and 6'5", you're going to go a long way. Maybe if I can get him looking at how to press. There's not much I can teach some of these guys. They already know it, but I think I think this sport it's a team atmosphere.
Yeah.
Right. So, it's about fun for me. It's about fun for me. I'm not the best arm wrestler. I think if you ask Kevin, he'd probably say I was average, maybe a little bit above. But I don't consider myself more than a lower level professional pooler because not many of us are really professional, unless we're getting paid. So
wherever the lowest level is, I'm down here.
yeah. No, that's, and I think that modesty, not modesty, but being honest, being truthful is something that we strive for. Like we want these people to understand that they have a long way to go. And the most important thing is showing up to practice consistently.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah.
That's it. You don't have to be really special to be a good teammate.
Yeah.
That's the way it is.
Real quick, Matt Powell, welcome to the show, buddy. How you been? I don't know if you can hear me.
Yeah, Matt just sent me something saying that asking about audio problems, and I said,
"Oh, okay."
We don't no audio problems this stream.
Nope, not this week.
Clint, actually, I wanted to say, I see a lot of your Saturday practice videos, and it looks like
I hear you now. I'm good.
It looks like it's like a packed house every Saturday.
Yeah, it is. Right now we've got about 5 or 6 tables there. We could probably use more, but storage isn't premium. But we'll have people that'll contact us and they'll want to come up and they try and make their way out there. I know we've been trying to get Mr. Shell out. He wants to see what's going on. It does get tough because it's just difficult for people to come and not have certain people available that they want to pull with. We want to have our best guys there to make the trip worth it. And we have a lot of stuff going on. I think you've probably heard of, or maybe you haven't, but you will. I think we have a new female puller. Her name is Megan. Megan Galehouse. She is a national champion. So what happened was Megan is a female power lifter. And she's been doing that for a while. She saw that there was arm wrestling. She had done it at one point for just a couple months. That's it. Well, she saw where we were at, and we were relatively close to her, and she came up to practice. This was 6 months ago. Now, we had some big events planned and we could not go with her, but she decided to go on her own to the WAF championships over in Pennsylvania. And I didn't give it a lot of thought. I mean, Megan came to practice and she was into it. Like, you could tell she loved it. And everything was going good. She just showed up at this tournament and she won the damn thing. So, yeah, she got first place on both arms. Yeah, and she's one of those girls. I'm sorry?
That's awesome. I love seeing stuff like that.
She's one of those girls that is outgoing, and she just fell in love with the sport, and she enjoys the camaraderie like us all. So really, we've done some stuff with her, some videos, with the public, because it helps bring our name out. We have two consistent females on the team, her being one of them. She has Worlds for WAP in, I believe, October. Now, we're going to see how it goes, because I was not really certain of how strong she really is. I was not certain until last weekend. So so we have a whole bunch of people on the team that want to help. Now, Megan will arm wrestle them, the ones that can arm wrestle her. It doesn't make a lot of sense to have the bigger guys arm wrestle her. We don't want her to get hurt. And it doesn't do a lot for her, honestly. So, but she's arm wrestled different people on our team. She learned a little bit here and there from everybody. I have been kind of her primary trainer. I'm not necessarily I'm the captain, but I've kind of been her coach and trainer. We've done a lot of sessions outside of practice because, it's fun for me. Like, I enjoy it. To be able to say that we have somebody that could possibly be a world champion in the next few years, I think is pretty cool. Now, we had Kevin Palco showed up at one of our private sessions just last week. So we got the main coach involved, and I think she has all of the assets needed, all the resources we can give her to give her the best shot. Last week, yeah, thanks. Like last week at Michigan State, I mentioned that this is difficult. It's going to be tough. I went 0-6, right? It's not going to be easy. Well, I kind of wanted to get couple of her matches on video, so I followed her around. We kind of hung out together, and can you guys still hear me?
Yeah.
Okay, all right. It skipped for a second. Okay, yeah. So I kind of followed her on her path, and I mean, she went up to the stage, and she was on the lighter side. She ended up being in the heaviest weight class, right? But she was on the lighter side, so there's the opportunity where she could pull people that are a lot bigger than her. And she jumped up on there, and she just she went through these people. Now, she got to the end. It was after maybe 4 or 5 matches. She had a couple tough matches, and the good thing is all of these females that we kind of saw along the way, they're all just the nicest people. They're just like the people that the guys you would arm wrestle on the team every week. So they're all these nice people that want to help her, and they want to give her advice. And she did end up going against somebody at the end. Oh, there was a couple girls that, they made her work. The last female, her name was Martha Swick. She was a beast.
Oh, yeah.
She was a beast.
She's strong, yeah.
And I'm looking, I'm up on the stage. Steve Pettis allowed me to kind of follow her around to get some good footage for you, Facebook and things. And, I see Martha come through. I didn't know who it was in the finals. And the way she put her arm on the table, it scared me. And I was like, this could be trouble. And the good thing is, you can learn from your losses. I'm a firm believer in. Everybody gets beat in this sport.
Absolutely.
And sometimes there's just not, sometimes the match just isn't for you. So There's not a lot you can do when there's a big strength gap. I do believe there's a decent strength gap there, but even Martha, afterwards, we were talking, she offered to help Megan. So she's a likable character, and she works closely with our other female arm wrestler, Jackie, who's been with us for a couple of years. And we just have kind of a good thing going on. Everybody gets along, and it's a good place to be. There's nothing I'd rather do really now, other than my normal job and be with my family, than arm wrestling.
Yeah,
so
it is a really good community. Hey, Matt, can you hear us now, Matt?
I can hear you. Yes, I can.
Oh, there we go.
Yep.
What's up, Matt?
Nice.
Just
Not
checking.
much. How you doing?
Good. How are you?
Doing pretty good. Thanks for
Been a
inviting
while.
me. Also, thanks for everything, for all your help with everything with Arms of Steel.
Yeah, no problem, man. No problem.
Honestly, the audio's gone again, so I'm on my phone because my computer's not working, so I'll try to rejoin. Give me a second.
Okay.
Yeah, Martha's, while we're waiting there, it's definitely a name we've heard of.
Martha, for sure.
We have a question in the chat about if you have to be a resident of that state to be in the state championships, and generally no. The Michigan State, obviously they, from Ohio they went up to Michigan State. There's West Virginia State Championships, Pennsylvania State Championships, and draws from all over. All of them draw from all over the place. The situation in Ohio, and Clint can correct me if he thinks I'm getting this a little bit wrong, is that they really don't have a state championship because they have so many promoters out there, some of which, to be quite blunt, don't get along, so they really have several tournaments that claim to be the state championship. But what they really need to do is they really need to get some people together to have an agreed upon. Okay, this one's going to be in a central location, and will be the state championship. But no, you certainly don't have to be from that state to be in the state championships or be the state champion. One thing that we might be able to use as a segue, you were talking, Clint, about the it being a team sport in the sense that you're all working with each other and help each other. In a slightly different meaning of the word, what we're trying to do, and Matt can describe in some more detail, is at Arms of Steel tomorrow, which I'm helping him run. We actually have added a team competition where if you show up with your team, or frankly, you can form a team on the spot and just compete in the tournament as you normally would. But for every first place you get 5 points. For every second place, you get 3. Every third place, you get 1. And at the end of the day, we add up the number of points from your team, which is a 5-man team. So if you have a big practice like yours in Ohio, you can show up with several different teams. But whoever takes first, the team gets $500. Second, gets 300. The third gets 200, which we hope in the future to up that amount. But starting out, something we've never done before.
Right. Like Dave was saying, Arms of Steel was, I've been in the arm wrestling community since 2005. That's when I first started. And, when I first entered the community, it was more or less like a bar sport. It was more or less like a pool league. And, it's obviously it's nice to see organizations like 98 have promoted the sport to where, you used to have 10 to 12 tournaments maybe a year. Now you have 10 to 12 tournaments a weekend. But basically what was happening is that the Arms of Steel, how it was running, it was essentially couldn't survive on the old ways it was running. So what we tried to do this year is we tried to think of something a little different, which is why we did the team sport. And it's more or less for different pullers who are friends, who are looking to have that camaraderie, can come to the tournament and they can do something different, something a little fun, right? And then what we're trying to do with it is we're trying to keep the entry fees on the cheaper side, which is why we're doing $30 first 2 entries, and then the $20 or $25 for the third end, every additional entry. I'm sorry.
Wrong answer. $20.
Wrong answer. 20. Sorry. Yeah. Sorry about that, Dave. You're right. You're right. I'm wrong.
Don't spread.
Dave Dave
Don't
keeps me on
spread
track.
misinformation in front of Dave
Yeah,
because
no,
he will
I know,
correct
but
you.
yes, thank God for Dave. Yes, you're right.
30, and then
Yeah.
20. Well, I have to
Yes,
You know what?
yes,
something.
You know
correct.
what?
My apologies.
You know what
But you know what? I
sucks?
gave a more expensive price, so I didn't. So, but
You know,
anyway, it's
you know
just
what
something.
sucks about the whole deal with after your first 2 entries, you get like a percentage off on your
Yeah.
third entry. As
Well,
a
you just, yeah.
as a young super heavyweight, you really are only limited to 2 entries. You can't do anything more.
Right.
Well,
It's
you know
just
what?
it's a
You know
good.
what? You got to do about that
You got to
tubby.
get older and then pull masters.
Hey.
There's physically, I don't think I can enter a lower weight class. Like the amount of weight I would have to lose,
I don't know. These days, you might be able to identify as a lighter weight.
I would have to be like shredded, and even then, I don't think I'll be lean enough to be in a lower weight class.
Just got to wait till
Unless they
you're
added
in
a
your when you're in your
260 or
40s.
280 weight class. Yeah.
In 20 years from now, when you're in your 40s, you can pull masters.
I don't recommend that. I don't think that means that Masters, man, Michigan State. Oh, I think that this is the sport where you just get better. Most of the people get better as they age. I was trying to figure that out myself, what that really meant.
I thought Masters was 50 plus.
Sometimes it's 40, sometimes it's 45.
It varies everywhere.
Yeah, and as Matt said,
It don't matter.
Formerly a bar sport, and unfortunately, I missed that particular bar. They used to get together in a bar called Diane's, and it has been described to me as very similar to the bar in the original Star Wars movie, where what's his name was blowing people away. But apparently, it was a rather interesting.
Yeah, I mean, it was a lot of fun. I mean, Storm, Sam Harris, they used to come to our practices frequently. I mean, we all used to get together. It was a really good time. Like literally, religiously, we would get together every Saturday. Fortunately, the bar closed, and sort of Arms of Steel has had trouble finding a home ever since. But anyway, Susquehanna was good to us 2 years ago, and it's a little bit of a better, in my mind, scenery than some of the last places we've had it. It's a good venue where we can grow the sport, particularly because they've said that in the future, like if we keep growing this tournament, they would open up their warehouse to us, and I mean that warehouse could fit hundreds of people. And
that's cool.
If we keep bringing poolers to that event, I mean, they are definitely willing. I firmly believe to help us with growing the payouts that we can give to the poolers, which is what I'm really hoping, in the future.
The Susquehanna to which you refer as being Susquehanna Brewing Company.
Susquehanna Brewing Company, yeah.
Which is not only a brewer, but also they have their, it's a brew pub.
Right,
and,
exactly, yep.
Yeah. Imagine thinking you're going to have an easy time in Masters and you run into like Storm and Paul Lynn and like all those guys that are in their 40s now, and like, well, that didn't work out. Finn, do you guys have trouble in Ohio finding venues for tournaments, or is that pretty easy out there?
So, like what Dave was saying, there's probably about 4 promoters, 4 big ones. The one I know the best personally is Billy Collins.
Yep.
Yep.
He has a lot of tournaments, and they're pretty good when he can.
Yeah.
You got Todd Allen Jackson, you got Randall Bladen, you got I'm not sure if Marshall Thompson's going to do it anymore, and you got a couple upstarts. And they can find their venues. I don't know what all is involved, but there are tournaments around if you want to do them.
Yeah.
The thing that kind of frustrates me a little bit, and I understand it, I've always had a problem understanding amateur versus pro. It's just weird. Okay. I mean, I go to so many tournaments when I first started, and I would just get my ass kicked by people that had no business in my bracket.
Yeah.
And it's enough to make you want to not do tournaments. So personally for myself, like I don't go to a lot of them. I'd rather be at a practice actually, where I can help these people and prepare for those tournaments, because they can be brutal. Like, if you don't have a novice class, I mean, it's just really weird how it all works. Everybody is an amateur. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I mean,
you have your pro and your open, and it's just really confusing.
the rule of thumb that I was always.
I'd rather go to a practice myself where I can get beat up and it doesn't cost me anything.
But I was always told that the rule of thumb is like you take your first 3 places and then you enter into the pro brackets. And then like I've seen instances where, guys would, win their first 3 right off the bat, and then they would regret it because they would no longer compete amateur anymore or novice.
Yeah.
And the thing is, they never had a chance to grow. And then you have those instances where you have guys that they'll never leave the amateur or novice, and they just beat up on guys. But like I always tell people, like even at our practices a couple weeks ago, like, we had a guy, he's still fairly new. He's only competed for about a year. He still has some growing, but he's getting really good. He wanted to go pro right away, but I said, harness your skills first, get some of that training in, build your tendons, get that experience, and then jump. Sometimes when you jump too fast, it's not.
Or those guys get injured,
Right, exactly. And the thing is, you could always jump up in the pros, right?
Yeah.
But it's like then once you're there, it's like you can't go back.
It doesn't look good coming back down, right?
Exactly. Yeah.
That's all valid, Matt. No, I hear you. There are so many arguments for it. Like, I've arm wrestled for 4 years, and could I win an amateur bracket? I'm not positive I can't, but I have no business.
I don't think I can.
I have no business being the first guy that's never pulled gets to arm wrestle. You know what I'm saying? Like, I could never go back after I made that leap. And I've won like maybe 2 or 3 pro matches, so that's where I think it gets pretty dicey. I think it's, and the whole, what you said is right.
Yeah.
Kevin told me one time, he's like, no, Clinton, you're wrong. And I'm like, that's fine. I don't necessarily agree with you. You know what I'm saying? It gets tricky. So it's tough, but no, there are venues available. I think that was the basic question. There's venues available. There's things that people can do. It just gets difficult when there's only one type of system. And a lot of the time what I find is, like, for us, there's a lot of the guys that are on our own team that are there. And it's like, why do I want to do that?
Yeah.
We're an untapped resource when it comes to this sport.
Yeah.
This sport can be done by 95% of people in the world if they want to do it.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yep.
And here's something else. In my main job, I'm a safety professional. Okay, so I know a little bit about it. Arm wrestling is one of the safest sports there is.
Oh yeah.
The problem is that if you are not put with the right people, if you are not put with people that have no ego, you can get hurt.
Yeah.
If you go on YouTube and you're scanning through, and you look up arm wrestling, and you see a vicious arm break, you are never going to want to even think about trying this sport.
I don't even like watching them now.
I can't stand it. So
it gets in your head a little bit,
I would never. Yeah, I would never personally. I think that's part of the problem. I think that if we didn't have as much of that stuff, it's cool to understand injuries. Maybe once in a while blur something out, but to show an injury, I think is
I don't
the exact reason.
I hate seeing people share arm break videos and all that. Like, to me, that's a big no-no. Bad for the sport.
Ryan, that's where I have to give you credit too.
Yeah.
Because you always have certified refs at Winter Blast, which is huge, right? I mean, it's. I feel like to be a ref, it's like such an underappreciated skill set. I mean, I would never want to do it. Dave and I were talking about it yesterday, like where I was freaking out, about not having the correct ref set.
It does, that does make a big difference, because we do tell our refs, especially with like novice, amateur, like if they're in a bad position, it doesn't matter like who's winning or losing. Stop the match and restart it, and they can be mad if they want to, but they're gonna leave safe without injuries, hopefully. So, it is what it is.
Yeah, it's a thankless job. Being a ref.
Oh, it's definitely a thankless job.
Just imagine this. You ran all the classes, then you get to the super heavies. You make one bad call, and then I'm screaming in your face about a bad call.
Yeah.
Yeah, like
Which you
it's
know
only
what?
happened
One thing.
once, but I
Yep.
haven't apologized
Sorry.
for it, and I probably won't. No, I won't apologize for that. But I pulled the guy off the pad, my elbow, and I got the elbow fall. I don't know how that works, but whatever.
Still,
and it's
still
very
hurts, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does. It bothers me. It's like I should have won that, dude. That
Well,
was
you know, back in the day, I remember like we were always told you never yell at the ref, no matter what
Yeah.
the call is, right? Back in the day, and I remember if I would get mad at the ref and I would say something, I remember Ice would literally just slap me in the face, would literally just hit me in the face and tell me to shut
nice.
Oh,
up. You know, back in the day, you know.
Yeah.
Nice.
It's being a ref is I don't know how people do it. We have one guy on our team. His name is Robbie Ingold, and he knows his stuff. He knows his technique. He also volunteers to be a ref for our rankings matches, and he is a certified ref, so we can go to other areas.
Yeah.
You know, and I've been in matches where you get frustrated. Like,
Right.
you know, you're gonna part of winning. Unfortunately, if you don't cheat a little bit, the other person's going to cheat. Okay, so
yeah.
And I think that's what people just need to understand. It's nothing personal, but I can't stand when people get aggravated. They yell, they slam the table, they yell at the refs. It drives me nuts.
Plus, refs are human. Like,
You can make mistakes.
Will happen now and then, you know.
Yeah. It's tough. It's tough. We had. I don't know, Dave. You might be aware. We had the Medina tournament, Medina County Fair tournament here a couple weeks ago, and I actually participated in it, and one of my buddies was there. We call him County Fair. He doesn't have YouTube or anything, but you may have seen him before. He's kind of Todd Hutchings' little kind of like his up and comer that Todd's proud to teach. And he's a real good kid, real good guy. He was helping Tim Lewis ref, and everything was going good. He was doing great. Well, then we got Tim Lewis versus Otha Loving. I don't know if you know who Otha is. He's a real strong cat. Him and Kevin are pretty close. They're a lot closer than they used to be. And Tim Lewis, of course, he does tournaments. You know, he does 1,000 tournaments. And he was pulling Otha.
Match master.
Yeah, and County Fair is getting ready. His name is Steven, is getting ready to ref the match. And everybody, all three of them look to me at one time. Clint, come up. We need you to actually be a down ref. And I'm like, God, I hate doing this at practice. You know, I mean, I used to like it. Now it's getting a little bit frustrating, just because it's a lot of work. But so I get up there, you know, and of course, Otha just comes in with a press, and it is so close. Like, I got to go with my gut. Like, you just go with your gut, and then like the one match, you feel bad after the time you're watching the replay, and you're like, I don't know. Like, I don't know. And that's where it gets frustrating, because then it ends up affecting both guys. And sometimes you just got to go with your gut, and people just got to understand that's what referees do.
And if Tim doesn't like the call, he lets you know about it.
Oh yeah.
No doubt,
Yeah.
Man.
Yeah.
And Tim is one of the most strongest.
I think it's time for.
Tim is, in my opinion, one of the better referees out there. In my opinion, in my experience with them.
Tim was just doing the at this tournament. Most of the tournaments, Tim doesn't ref. He'll do the he'll like make the brackets and stuff.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, he's something else, man. He's one of the strongest, most predictable pullers I've ever seen in my life, and you still can't stop him, especially on his left.
It's amazing, because he looks like he's so outside of his arm, but he has such strength there in that lock. And then he just, before you know it, he just destroys you. He's amazing.
He does so many super matches. It's
the
ridiculous.
majority of matches he has, if he loses, it's because he was flashed.
Right.
If he
Exactly.
stops the person,
Yep.
you know, then you'll generally win.
Yep. Absolutely.
He's like the super match gatekeeper. Like, if you get a win on Tim Lewis, now you're a super match guy.
And there is a huge difference between his left and right. His right definitely now is too much for me. I think I pulled him once on the right, and I stopped him for a second, and he pulled me back over. I've gotten a lot stronger since then, but his left, a couple times I've locked up, and geez, you can't even. It's like putting your hand up against Devin Larratt, where you can't do anything. It's like
he refers to his right as high-level amateur, low-level pro, is the way he's described it.
Well, it's definitely a high-level amateur for sure.
But,
he's such a nice guy though. Like, he's always willing to help if he's not busy that weekend and you need a bracket guy or you need someone. He's willing to come. You know, as long as you cover like some gas money for him, he'll be there.
Well, he's very loyal.
Yeah,
he's basically, you know, a symbol, metaphor for, you know, people to pull every week, because somebody just put a post or comment on the one side, I think it was Bryce Meadows, I could be wrong, and said that how he's gone to so many, you know, tournaments in the last, you know, he's pulled in so many different tournaments in the last month, and he was asking, should I continue? He said, on the one hand, I'm getting the experience. On the other hand, I'm really not getting the training in, because I'm, you know, out, you know, basically pulling every week. And he said, the way he put it, he said, should I, you know, keep, you know, should I cut it back a bit, or should I keep doing the Tim Lewis routine? You know, meaning somebody who was always out there.
Yeah.
And, yeah, whatever.
I don't know how he heals up. I mean, I guess he's so conditioned because he has sometimes super matches like back-to-back weekends plus practices plus, you know, he's getting all around, and I'm like, man, is he, you know, he doesn't get a rest.
I think
too, the thing with injuries is it's a very visible, and I'm sure you're right as far as the number, but it's a very visible injury in our sport. That, you know, in football, there's tons more football injuries, but you know, they're so covered up with everything, you know, and you know, you end up in a heap. It's like, okay, what happened? You know, what happened? Well, somebody's, you know, they help them off the field, but you really can't even tell necessarily in many cases what happened to the person. Where here, you're not allowed to be wearing anything below the elbow, and you know, let's face it, a lot of arm wrestlers will either be wearing a tank or something. So when something goes wrong, you can see it.
Yeah.
In football.
That's a good point. You can't see concussion, Dave. Give me, you know, I've done this for 4 years, and I would say I'm at the point now where if you watch my matches, I pull in terrible positions. And I'm a safety guy. Like, all I preach at practice is safety, and I pull in terrible positions. Sometimes you find that those are your strongest areas.
Yep.
Well, you will find when I come out there to a practice, I'm going to make you nervous, you know, because we're not left arm, no, but right arm, you know, I make
all that clanking and cracking.
Oh my God, I was just gonna say that.
I didn't even mean that. I didn't mean that. I didn't even mean that. I meant the position. That people think I'm really getting out of position on the right arm. And now I had broken the left arm when I first started, so that's not going to go anywhere anyway. I got stainless steel holding that one together. You know, thank you. But yeah, I'll, you know, you'll know what I mean. You'll see it. But you know, the third tournament I was ever at was the New York State Fair in 2017, and Bart Wood was head ref. And in his talk at the beginning, he said, "We're going to be stopping you. If you're an amateur or you're a beginner, we're going to be stopping you if we see you get out of position." He said, "You pros, you know, hey, you know, you're hopeless. You know, you've developed all these habits. You know, we really won't be coming after you, watching you or stopping you as carefully." And so, as it happens, there were only 2 people pulling masters at that tournament. It was my 3rd tournament ever. And so I thought, oh, well, what the hell? I'll get into this. And so I said to Bart, you know, I'm pulling masters, and since my 3rd tournament ever, should I make sure the ref knows? And he said, not only should make sure the ref knows, you should make sure your opponent knows. Okay, whatever.
When I hear that clinking and clanking in Dave's arm, I'm like, are you sure you're okay, buddy?
Yeah, it used to be I warned people about the left, but now I think the right is even noisier. But,
well, as David Ryan know, I never broke anything at a tournament or during a tournament, but I broke right before the tournament.
Oh, really? Was that when you
when I fell off the
fell out of the
float.
truck? Oh yeah. Falling out of a parade float is kind of like one of those things that's like almost bragging rights because it never happens to anyone. Like, not many people can say they've fallen out of a parade float.
What was pretty fun? What was pretty funny about it was
Yeah, and
What was pretty funny is that Ryan Ross almost grabbed me, and I flipped out of the truck, and then they immediately took me to the emergency room, and they had me in this neck brace, and I knew my neck felt fine, but I was like sliding down, and as you know, I have cerebral palsy, so I'm trying to like reposition myself. I can't breathe, and I was like, I'm gonna die in this neck brace.
Oh man,
Yeah.
that's all. It's funny, but it's not.
It was hilarious. And then
It's a
what
little,
was even funnier is that once I got back to the tournament, Nitro sent me pictures of me falling off the truck, which I thought was hilarious.
Well, and what you have to understand, those of you who haven't seen or not familiar with this, there's a parade immediately before our tournament tomorrow. And what they do, they put a table in the back of Nitro's truck, and they, basically demonstrate arm wrestling going down the parade route. And there's one spot where the local TV cable, shows up, and they stop the parade for a minute right in front of the TV, the cameras. So whatever, and it's just the truck basically, jerked when it shouldn't have, and out went Matt. But whatever.
I showed back up though.
I didn't break anything.
At least they noticed.
Yeah. That tournament I was at, I came through that New York State Fair tournament okay, but the same tournament we had a woman, female arm wrestler, Amanda Runkle, Mike Runkle's wife, who broke her arm and got pissed off because they would not let her pull the other arm before she went to the hospital.
Dude, that's tough right there.
Did she get a refund? For
Just
the
tape
arms didn't pull?
Just tape it to me. I want to pull lefty.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Dave, I think I pulled you at my first practice ever. Do you remember that?
I really in Parma?
No, it was outside an apartment complex. You showed up to one of my first practices. I think it was my first one.
I don't remember, but offhand.
Okay, you were strong then. I'm sure you're strong now, buddy.
Oh,
Dave,
I don't know
where you are. Do you know where you are today, Dave?
There's different opinions on that. But, Michael Hawks put on I have something hanging on my wall. Michael Hawks put a comment on some time back. They were talking about my thing is stamina, and they were talking about that. And
right,
Michael,
exactly.
Mike said I was tough, resilient, and incredibly durable. And I said, I don't think I'd go with the tough. I'm not strong enough to be tough. Resilient and durable.
I mean, 2 weeks ago, Dave, I saw you go 5 minutes straight without stopping. So
no, but when
Dave's got that stamina.
Well, when Roger came to the most recent practice, Roger learned and I did 10 minutes each arm.
10 minutes. Okay, so I'm not even
more.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
10 minutes. I thought it was 5,
Yeah,
but yeah.
10 each one. And I said, you can get a little bit longer. My record's 42. But yeah, and I don't blow up at all. Don't blow up at all.
Hey, did you guys happen to see the video of me and Roger doing a tug of war at the finals?
No.
Oh my God. The longest 30 seconds of my life.
Yeah, it feels a lot longer when you're on the table.
No. It was a tug of war. It was like where you got to keep your arm at a 90-degree angle without opening up, and then you got to pull the guy.
Yeah.
He essentially dug himself in, so he was at a super low point, and I was trying not to fall over. So I couldn't pull him, but I couldn't hold him. So it was super weird. And I got off my truck at 3:30 at night in the morning. Slept a little bit, had a very bad sleep, and then drove to the tournament. So I was awful. I had 900 mils of caffeine in me before I started pulling.
They still have all the boats offshore watching the part that's on the beach.
Oh, is that? I can't read that. The words are too small.
Yeah, they used to have this battle at the beach. They do the finals and then the tug of war on the beach, and we'd have the all these boaters would be out on Lake. I guess it's Lake Oneida, one of the Finger Lakes, and the boats would be all lined up watching it, watching from their boat, but which is kind of different.
Is the tug of war kind of like a King of the Hill type? What is that?
Usually it goes to It's just it's a tug of war. So this year they did a little different. They put there were 6 overall winners. Well, 6 winners that won from the classes, and they put 3. It was a 3v3 based off weight classes, and so just kind of like a 1-2, 1-2, 1-2.
Okay. Yeah.
Team setup. And
That's
first,
pretty
it
good.
started as a tug of war. The first 2 rounds were tug of war, just team versus team. And then the finals was the super heavyweight versus the heavyweight.
Cool.
Yeah.
Nice.
So it was me versus Roger, and
Yeah.
that was fun. I was not in shape for that. Oh man. I was so out of gas. I'm waiting for Jen to drop the pictures afterwards. And me and Roger just hunched over in the corner, just trying to breathe.
That's Eric. That's what the best part about this sport is you don't, people will call you an athlete, but I have terrible endurance, and I am 5'4", 5'5" at most. There's a lot of sports I can't do. Now, this is one sport where it is difficult still. Advantages when it comes to leverage, height, finger length, a lot of things like that.
Yeah.
But being shorter, I had to change my style a lot. But I have found a place where, against most people, I can sometimes catch them off guard, at least the first time. Yeah. Now, Dave, how old are you, Dave?
75.
75.
Yeah, my stamina's pretty good. Oh,
Three-quarters of a century.
I think you gotta realize, you gotta give yourself some more credit, man. How many 75-year-olds can arm wrestle at
make
all?
A phone call real quick.
They're not that many. And the thing is, most of them that are my age that are doing it started 30 years ago. They didn't start at age 66. I have to say that when was your first practice that you were making reference to, Clint?
It would have been 4 years ago.
Okay, because, I'll tell you, at 75, sometimes the memory kicks in a little bit slower. And I am remembering that now, and I'm just scrolling through my pictures. And
I'll be back.
Sometime in 22.
Yeah, I would have been probably, back then when I first started, I think I weighed about 230. I'm about 180 now.
No, but the practice would have been roughly when in 22? What month?
It would have probably been in September.
Okay, let me just see if I can find this.
Yeah, you may find something.
Dave remembers what cologne you were wearing.
I leave a lasting impression, right?
It is cool though, like like you were saying, like Styles making matches, and like you got guys that do have a ridiculous amount of endurance, and they do better in the later rounds, and then you got guys that don't have it, and they got to rely on power in the beginning rounds, and and everyone's different. It's so cool to see, like like you might beat me, but that doesn't mean that Dave's gonna beat you if I beat Dave. And I love how that dynamic works. Like
100,000.
You just never know. Yeah.
Well,
100%. 100%.
To your point too, like it also doesn't mean that you're the better puller either, because if you're a flash hitter, right, and you can get somebody off the jump, you try slow pulling that person and you don't have anything.
Yeah.
I very, very rarely do I ever if you ever see me on social media or whatever, very rarely do I win at practice. And people that don't know what they're looking at assume that I just suck, and
when really you're just working and you're trying to learn and teach. And
there's two things. One is, in order for me really to be at my best, I need a ready go. If you don't know how to do ready goes, you have no shot. And two is that I want to make sure that I keep that new person safe.
Right.
Yeah.
I know people
100%.
forget that. Like when you're at practice, that's not the play. Like you're not trying to win practice.
Right.
And a lot of guys are like that. and you see these battles, and I'm like, why would you risk injury at practice when that's a place where that should be the safest place?
Right, 100%. Dave, did you find something? I can't see what it is.
What do you got there, Dave?
Yeah, that's what I'm. I don't know if you can. I don't
hold it closer to your cam, and we might be able to see it a little better.
Is that me in the yellow?
I don't know.
Maybe.
It could be. It could be.
It's safety yellow. It could be.
if he's got real big biceps, it could be Rich Calero. He kind of stays down close to the table
it's
like
definitely
that.
not Rick. But
Rich.
It looks like it could be.
It could be. Like I said, I was about 230 back then. I had no idea what I was doing. So if I look like I have no business on the table, that probably is.
I still look like that.
Yeah.
You were wearing glasses at the time?
Yeah. I had glasses back then. That's funny.
That's I don't know. You'll have to show you one. But yeah, that was.
It
looks like me. Yeah, it looks like me. Yeah.
Yeah, that was. Once somebody gets on my phone, it's there forever. That was October 2nd, 2022.
Okay.
That picture's Dave's background on his phone.
Yeah.
Hey, yeah.
But when you guys were talking about stamina earlier, I got pretty good stamina. Like I have my record. I have a 8-minute 40-second mile.
Jesus,
that's pretty fast. That's pretty good.
At 6'6", and I was 380 pounds at the time.
I have like a 3-day mile.
Is that you?
It looks like me, Dave. It looks like it.
Yeah, because what you're doing, you're pulling. There was another really big guy there, also in yellow, but in a tank top.
Oh, there he is, Dave. Look at that background.
So I'm talking about Rich. You're saying really big gay.
But
so I'll tell you a little bit about that if you guys want to hear. And maybe some of the younger guys will listen to this at some point. But like I was saying that, I'm about 5'4.5" or so, and I'm nothing special. I got a win on Adam Silver. That was kind of my claim to fame,
Oh, nice. Yeah.
I do okay. And I've gotten a lot better. I think that there's probably been about 3 or 4 times where I have, learned another level. So the way it started was I started arm wrestling for a few months and I found out I was terrible. I weighed about 230. I couldn't beat anybody. I couldn't do anything, but I like the camaraderie, and that has not changed. These are the nicest people I've ever met in my life. So, I would ask Kevin, I'd ask Rich Calero, I'd ask these guys, what can I do? And they'd all give advice. And the problem is it's just so many different avenues and so many different things people are saying, and they're all trying to help you. And you think you get it. You think, okay, I figured it out. I'll do this next time. And it doesn't work. And then you stick with it. It doesn't work. And you start getting frustrated. Well, what happened was eventually somebody said, hey, you need to start using a riser. You're 5'4.5", use a riser. I said, okay.
Yeah.
So I tried this riser for a while, and I actually had to get a pair of shoes sent to me from some sort of a transvestite store in California. And those came in, and I wore those shoes when I went to the table. The problem was, the reason I had the shoes was because the riser was like a big pallet, and it was so tough to carry back and forth, and I would almost miss matches. Well, I'm at this event. I think it was Todd Allen Jackson's event down in Beaver, Ohio, and I had my shoes. I got my ass kicked. Kevin Palco had a match against a guy named Zach Lee, and and
that
Zach,
guy.
I don't know him that well, but he gets a bad rap sometimes, and I get it. When you're short, you have to really agitate to win, which is fine. Well, I saw him down there pulling Kevin.
Zach's bad rap is related to arm wrestling.
Right. And so what happened was, I'd never seen somebody handle Kevin so easily. And I when the match was over, and Kevin wasn't feeling that great. He wasn't in the best shape. I think he was sick or whatever. And I went up to him and I said, dude, what? How did you do that? What are you doing? And he says, I'll tell you right now, stop with the shoes. Yeah, no more again. No pallet. Don't do that. No. I said, okay, well, what do can I come up and you show me? So I went up there the next week, and I wasn't feeling that great. I didn't feel that well, but I went up with his team. I met Bo Horner up there at that practice, and
another strong guy.
Yeah, and Zach just said, hey, just relax, put your elbow down, get low, and use your leverage in a different way. So what he focuses on when pinning is more like a high hook, strong pronation. Well, that worked for a little while. I had some of the guys say, wow. Jason Robinette was like, wow, that's amazing. You got way stronger. Well, that lasted for about 2 minutes. And sometimes you just have to keep trying until something works. Now, I will never go back to the riser again. I literally lock up, I get high, and I just go to the side. It's the most dangerous position to probably start in, and I just push to the side with side pressure. I think I got some of that from practicing with Todd Hutchings at this Wellington practice. So now that's what I have. Now, you can use a riser. I'm finding things out as I go along, training Megan here, coaching her. She has a lot of females that over in the world, some people that have given her advice, and these girls will use the riser to set that hook. Like that's what they do. Yeah. And Megan's not going to use it. She's a top roller. She doesn't need it. She's plenty of tall enough. Yeah. Zach Lee had told me the only thing you really need it for is pressing. Okay, so there are different avenues, and for the younger people out there, I would just say, give it time. Don't take what one person tells you as gospel. Relax. Yeah. It takes a long time.
Take everything with a grain of salt and experiment. Do
That's
your
it.
research.
Learn a little bit from everybody.
Zach's a strap master too in the straps. He's really good at straps.
Did you say strap on?
No.
No. Okay,
not this time.
Stuff, but no. Like for me, my strongest position is Clint described as just hitting straight to the side.
Yeah.
However, my shoulder can't take my side pressure, so I get injured there. I've injured myself already 3 times. I injured myself pulling Roger Leonard with 2 people holding a strap to Roger. I've slightly injured myself with Rich at the Ohio practice, and then I just injured myself again with pulling OHH day against Brent. And same exact thing every single time. It's just that sideways hit, that Todd Hutchins style hit. It works so well when it works for me,
Mm-hmm.
I am horrible with names. Is that Robbie there?
Who?
Robbie Ingalls?
That you were talking about earlier.
No.
Okay, I'm horrible.
That might be Christian Ashby. I can't tell.
Okay, yeah, I think you're right. Yeah, okay, that sounds fair.
Yeah, Eric, because you I've seen you train before. You do the you have the pulley on the table and you do the side movements, right?
Yeah. I'm stepping away from that, unfortunately.
Yeah, change it up, man. Change it up. Nothing's for everybody.
Yeah, I mean, some guys, most arm wrestlers, when you first start, you think you have to hit for the pin, and then you learn you can hit for position. There's other ways to go about it, and you just got to see what works for you. But some guys can handle that side pressure like Todd Hutchins, and then some can't, and then, you got back pressure, you got, there's all different things you can do to get around that straight side pressure. But it's so cool to see because that's what makes the matches exciting is, someone may hit for side pressure and you might be hitting for position towards you, and then you offset their hit. It's fun. It's more, I always think of arm wrestling as more of like a chess game than like checkers. There's a lot to it. There's a lot of moves. There's a lot of different things. And it's really exciting to watch, especially guys that are strong enough to keep the match going in the center, to see them trying those different things and see where they're going to go. where me, it's over before that happens. But it's fun to see two guys that can stay on the table and try different things and go at it.
There's a million different vectors, Ryan. You will never, nobody will ever know everything.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, I like to fancy that. I think Kevin probably knows more than almost anybody, aside from maybe Devin Larratt, for the people that we know. Not talking about other countries, you know.
Right.
So having him on our team is a great asset for a lot of reasons.
Yeah.
But you know, everybody on our crew has different things they're good at. Every pooler. I mean, we have some people that show up that, you know, it's taking time. It's taking time for them to get better, but they respond and they ask questions. That is the biggest thing, dude. If you just come to practice and beat up on people, you're not doing anybody any service.
Right, including yourself.
If you ever go to a practice, and there's a few of them out there where all they want to do is beat up on the newbies, find another practice.
Yeah, come to our place. We'll take care of that. Yeah, right away.
Yeah, send them my way.
Practices like that generally get a reputation real quick, and it kind of spreads, and you know, like to avoid that if you're not at that level, you know, and you just.
But that's what I like about even for such a big team, it's so well structured with all the rules and the leaderboards that I noticed that. Like our team is pretty small, and we just kind of we all know each other very, very well, so we just work with each other, and there's like really no miscommunication. But as you get a bigger team and more people going, you kind of lose that. So having a structure like you guys have is pretty important, I would say.
Yeah, you have a good team other than that Shubich dude, but everybody else is super nice.
Yeah, is he even an arm wrestler anymore? I have no idea. Always having a midlife crisis, and not, you know, without being in the midlife phase, but
Matt just sent me a note saying, sorry for just disappearing, but he A, lost connection, and B, he has to be a parent and put the kids to bed. So
I hear that, man.
Oh, Ryan, how's Battle of the Beach? There's a picture of you circulating around.
Dude, I saw people tagged me on that picture saying, dude, you got a doppelganger at this tournament. That was pretty funny.
Yeah, that was like the first guy that I pulled this guy in amateurs 3 years ago. His name's Eric Brishuris.
Yeah.
And he just disappeared, and then he just came back and pulled that tournament again. That's like his probably second tournament, third.
Dude, I was getting ready to write like he doesn't look like me, and then I looked and I'm like, no, he kind of does.
He looks like you.
I said I have no argument. I can't even deny it. I just wrote, I can be in two places at once.
I took that picture of the house. I went around. I'm like, yeah, that looks like Ryan Grande. Everybody's like, oh shit, yeah, that looks like Ryan Grande.
I have to give it to you.
Hey, Ryan, I probably have to jump off in a little while here, but there's two things I wanted to get into before I do that. Number one, Winter Blast. Yeah. Can you tell me a little bit about that? Is there a team contest there or anything, or how does that work?
We haven't done a team thing there just because it's so big that like the last year we had over 500 entries. So it's so big that we haven't had a chance to like really do anything extra like that. But we have, like last year we did best overalls, and we had a sponsor put up a bunch of money for best overalls, so that drew in a lot of people to try to go for that. You know, we're known for having the dragon trophies and really good medals, stuff like that. But I mean, maybe someday we would do some kind of team thing. We just honestly, it's hard to have the staff to keep track of something like that with such a big tournament. Our smaller ones, we definitely could do some stuff like that. But our big one, that's our biggest one, and it's really hard to like keep track of that.
How many tables were we running last year? 6?
How many what?
Tables were we running?
5. It
was 5, yeah. And even there, it's up till, you know.
5.
Yeah, it's hard.
When is that this year?
March 19th and 20th.
And that's typically that's in Philadelphia, right?
Yeah, just outside of Philly, north of
Okay.
Philly.
Okay.
And we usually
Yeah,
do
is that the
super
same-
matches Friday
is that the same
night,
spot?
and then the tournament
hotel?
Saturday.
Okay.
Yeah.
Interesting.
And it's in a hotel, so like you can stay at the venue, which is really convenient. And
Sure.
yeah, pretty good. We got last year we had a bunch of vendors, so there was like a lot of activities for the kids to do other than arm wrestling. So when they were done, we had some clowns come out and do like, you know, balloon things for the kids, and like everyone seemed to like it. And you know, it was pretty good, and the best overalls were really good. Paul Cruz always comes out, you know, the Passmores from down south. Last year we had people from all over the country last year, like New Mexico, Canada, you know, all over the place. So it's it brings in a lot. It's almost like a non-national event almost.
Okay. Well, we got a couple heavy hitters on our team. One of the guys I didn't talk about, I haven't seen in about a month. He was not able to go to Michigan State.
Mm-hmm.
We call this guy Big Dave. His name's Dave Peterson.
Okay.
This guy is probably about 6'6", 300 pounds, and he looks like an East versus West arm wrestler.
Yeah.
So maybe we can bring some of our boys out. We'll see.
Clint, I thought he was 280.
Kevin's had a super match at Winter Blast.
Has he? Yeah.
Yeah. He came out and who did he pull? Levi, I think.
Oh, Levi Knight.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
He won that match.
Yeah. Of course.
Yeah.
You guys aren't the ones to do this, but I gotta stick up for my boy Kevin. He's ready for Joey Morano. Joseph Morano, he's ready.
Repeat. Yeah, I saw them pull. I mean, that match at King of the Table was really close. So
Kevin he wasn't in the mic. He was not in the right mindset. And he knows that. He knows he did
look kind of nervous coming in, and usually he doesn't look like that.
He was too much adrenaline. Too much adrenaline.
He said his adrenaline dumped early, and then he was off. And I could kind of tell because like that's a big crowd for your first debut in front of like on the big stage like that, you know.
But I tell you what, man, Joseph Morano, God, that guy is strong.
Yeah, jeez. He is.
Clint, was Kevin at the practice that I was at?
At the what?
Was he at the practice that I was at with Alex and Yuri and Rich?
Yeah, I don't know if you pulled him though, man. I
think I did. He was probably. I think he was wearing the red shirt. Yeah. He's the only tall guy that would fit the bill.
Yeah, Eric. Kevin.
Yeah, he's strong. He's
he would have arrested you if you were there with
him. He's probably he a couple years ago before he pulled Joseph Morano, he was number 1 in the nation at 154. So there's not very many guys that can stop him at all.
Yeah.
Okay, but number 2, I just wanted to kind of just give a little, just keep an eye out. And so it's not this weekend, but next weekend. We're gonna put some YouTube stuff together. I think Kevin will, and we're having a big rankings tournament that Kevin's putting on.
That's fine, nice.
In Cleveland. So in summation, it's probably going to show pretty much most of our team and kind of what they can do. So
if you send me the link, I will blast it out there.
Yeah, we can do that, man, for sure.
All our groups and stuff like that.
Sounds good.
Yeah, no problem.
Well, hey, I appreciate you guys contacting me. Randy seems like he's a very nice guy.
Oh, yeah, he definitely is.
If you guys ever want to talk again, usually
we're on every Friday night, and like anybody can join. As you can see, people just hop on and we just talk arm wrestling for a while. And get some of those Ohio guys to hop on and say hi.
All right, man. Sounds good, guys.
Thanks for coming, man.
All right, you boys have a good night now.
Yeah, I'll be out there.
Yeah, good night.
All right, see you guys later. Bye.
Later.
Yeah.
What's nice about their practices out there is they spread them out. So I can hit, 5. In fact, the one he was saying that his first practice ever, I was at the East Ohio group the day before, and then was at theirs on the next day. But they get together, like you said, Wednesday, then Thursday is East Ohio, Friday is Akron, Saturday is them again, Sunday there's two groups. Well, East Ohio,
Is it Friday's Akron, Ohio?
Akron, Ohio. Yes, sir.
I
Yep,
could have
that's
went to an arm wrestling practice today because that's
What the heck, dude?
Yeah, that's
You
why.
gotta call Dave Stellan.
I asked you where you were because Akron from 5 to 7 Fridays.
Yeah.
Bro, I could have done that. I actually could have done that. I was parked at Akron, and I made the call to just shoot up back home because I just don't care anymore.
Well,
a very bad week.
Next time you go somewhere, remember to ask me who's
We're
where.
gonna tell you where all the practice. Oh, Cruise Control hopping on. Paul Cruz
honestly,
in the house.
Hey,
What's up, guys?
buddy?
What's up?
How's it going?
Same old, same. Going. Just another day.
Yeah, buddy.
Like I was saying, honestly, doing about 4.5, like 4,000, 4.5, maybe something 5,000 miles in a week, really, really drains me. So
I bet I would fall asleep in the first hour and die, and then it would be done.
That's because you need to sleep with a machine.
I need to sleep. I need to sleep. Period.
no, I am the machine, and here's the fuel. 1 sec. Jesus Christ.
Oh,
Monster.
Oh God, dude, that would kill me, bro.
Can't read that.
You can't live off Monster drinks.
Yeah, this weekend
There you
Yeah,
go.
I knew it. Yeah, I was right.
The monster.
See, that shit doesn't.
I'd have a
When I
heart
wa-
attack. Probably. After
Yeah.
2 of them.
Caffeine doesn't work.
this weekend was supposed to be the big Paul Cruz backyard pool, and
Yeah.
whatever until 17 other groups decided to do
Bro.
the same day.
There was
Yes.
something every fucking weekend. This over
Yeah.
like 2-month period. Like I didn't even know if we'd be able to do a tournament without getting someone mad. I had to call Dave and be like, dude, find me one weekend somewhere in there that's not going to piss someone off.
Well, but shit happens. It is what it is. But when you book it out, and then all of a sudden you find out that everyone that would be going to your house or going to whatever your event is going to be somewhere else because they're getting matches and this.
What are you
And
going to do?
I'm like, and I found out at Dan's backyard last year when I pulled Saray.
Yeah.
I was like, I asked Jay. I'm like, Jay, you want to match at my barbecue? I'm going to start putting it together. He's like, you want to match? You want to match at my event? I'm like, what are you talking about? He's like, it's the same day. I'm like, why would you do that?
Yeah.
And then that was it. That was
my God.
and I was just like, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I knew it was the same day because I was pissed off that I couldn't make it because I knew I'd be at Arms of Steel. But then 6 things popped up all of a sudden.
And just kept coming. And I'm like, I'm done. I'm done. And now I was like, I'm done trying to do things, whatever. And then actually Schwartz asked me if you want to do something together. I'm like, fine, let's do it for this year. We'll do it together. We'll do a Long Island Championship and we'll put something together and try and make something nice. So,
I can't stand that.
It's a lot.
Guys
the
too
kickoff one?
that do that. You know?
Yeah, the summer kickoff one.
Okay.
That's in June this year.
I hate it when it's guys too, because it's like they know this event's been planned. Like what? Like you can pick any other weekend.
Jason had a match at my backyard a couple of years ago.
Yeah.
So I was like, I saw him. I'm like,
did he lose? And this is payback.
I don't remember. No, I don't think it was like that. Supposedly somebody asked him, would you do this? I have this event. Would you do this? Would you run a super matches? And it just happened to be the Friday, Saturday of this weekend. So I was like, whatever.
Yeah.
It is what it is. I was like, you know what? I don't have money right now anyway. So
Do you have any idea what's going on Sunday? Because it's advertised as Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Well, Friday was super matches. Saturday's a tournament. I have no idea what he's doing Sunday.
Circle jerk.
Yeah.
I have no idea. They could be running the amateurs on Sunday for all I know.
Yeah.
Oh, you talking about the New Jersey event?
Yeah.
The hall?
Yeah. And I'm not there,
What the hell's
dude. I'm so
what's
mad.
on Sunday?
I'm so mad.
Sunday they all go to church.
They were supposed to start at 3. I think they started at 5, and they just finished like right before, like 8 something. After 8 o'clock, I watched Bisman was the co-main event, and Tim Lewis, left hand.
How'd that go?
Mike smashed right through.
What was the name?
Really? Oh, good, nice.
Yeah.
Mike's
Roger and Joe Uris.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. 2 good people right there.
I got an offer like a couple days after I got injured at OHH Day to pull Damon Caledonia, and I've wanted to pull that guy for almost a full year now.
I actually think you're righty or lefty.
Right.
I think that would be a great match, actually. You and Damien.
Yeah, because we ran into each other at Atlantic City, but he got knocked out by Logan and Tanner. I think he was from West Virginia, one of the West Virginia guys. He plays third.
Okay.
I knocked him out.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, so it's like he was in the contenders for to be in the top bracket to place.
Yeah. Yeah, well, that turned to shit. The Atlantic City tournament turned to shit for me.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Don't talk. Yeah.
We won't talk
really?
about that, Paul.
Yeah.
I know we don't want to throw salt on the wound.
Did I live in salt?
Oh,
It's
my
all
God.
about the numbers. Dude.
I was pissed about that. I was mad about it when you told me. I'm like, what? This is bullshit.
Yeah, but you know what? I could have been like, no, fuck that. You got to pull me. But at the same time, like if that opportunity came from me, I wouldn't want somebody to hold me back, and I'm always the better person. No matter whether it sucks or not, I'll always take the high road.
No, you handle that. You handle that. Like a class act.
And I did that send it match last weekend. I got my ass handed to me on a MAC table. The MAC table, I love the MAC table, but I automatically go to squaring up, even though I should be sideways. Everybody was texting me like afterwards. And he just came right up on my hand and deep inside peeled me open. So,
is it because of the table that makes you just do that?
No, it's because I'm so used to trying to square off the shoulder that I came forward instead of turning. I got because you can rotate your whole body, and I'm so. And this is the.
Is it too much freedom? You think?
I think so. Yeah, it's personal. I think once I get acclimated with the table, even though I pulled on it a few times, and this was his first time on the table, but I'm going on my 8th year. He's been already pulling 18 years, so it's a big difference. And he's got an amazing training crew. He's got Paul Passmore. He Ron Bath. The Team Georgia is it's all stacked. I was sitting with Bob Brown and at the hotel. And he showed me how to go through the airs with the power ranking and this, that, and the other thing. And he pulled it up, my power ranking. I just thought the rankings, he's like, no, there's more to this. And he was going in the app, they tweaked it or whatever.
Yeah.
If you look at the 242s in the power ranking, Paul Passmore's number 1, I'm number 2 in 242. But they do 231. If you go to 231, Josh Ellington is number 1. So it's right hand round robin, the 3 of us. And I was like, So I pulled Paul. Paul laid down for Josh, and then Paul came back. I'm like, I was so mad because I wanted to pull Josh, but at the same time, I'm like, I would have done the same thing for my teammate too. And then Paul came to me. He's like, if I had to pull Josh and then go back to you, he's like, I probably would have lost to you, so I'd rather just lose to my teammate. I'm like, oh, thanks, appreciate it.
But that makes me feel better.
They're both, and they're also both team sended, so
they're both studs anyway. So.
I
would love to see that. Yeah,
but it was.
I almost made it to that event.
I flew. It was an 11-hour drive for me. I was like, no, that ain't happening.
That's long.
Where was I?
How
I was in Maryland.
Best after an 11-hour drive,
Yeah, I couldn't do that. And then I got to wake up. Then I got to wake up Sunday and drive home 11 hours. No, I'm good. It's a 2-hour flight. 11-hour drive.
I would be dead.
Yeah, it was in Winston-Salem, North Carolina.
Yeah.
Oh, dude, I had an option. I was either gonna go. I had 3 sprinters going to Albany, New York, or I had some 3 other vehicles running that I could have delivered to Spartanburg and parked up in Charleston, North Carolina, and made it to the event. So it's either go to the send event or go home, spend service my truck, and also be able to pull at Battle of the Beach. So I went home.
Yep. When's Battle of the Beach?
Yeah. I pulled left. I won the class. I beat Roger Leonard. So I feel pretty good about that.
Righty or lefty?
Lefty.
Okay, that's good.
Yeah.
So it definitely shows you're leveling up.
Yeah. I mean, my left has been. It still has that weird pain sensation, but we're gonna see what it's gonna do at the States. So that's one more week.
When is that? Not next weekend, the following weekend.
Yeah,
and it's on a Sunday.
Yeah, it's on a Sunday.
Always a Sunday of Labor Day weekend.
Oh, really? I for some reason I thought it was the Saturday. The last time I went there was that Rick Ross shooting.
Yeah.
No, always a Sunday Labor Day weekend.
Yeah, I didn't realize that.
It's very, very late. Labor Day's as late as you can get this year.
Yeah, I was contemplating shooting up there or not, but I just got so much going on, and funds are like non-existent right now.
Yeah. It's it's a hard tournament even for me to go to, just because of it's 40 minutes from my house.
Oh, if it was 40 minutes, I'd be there, not 6 hours.
Yeah, but it literally takes me like 3 hours to get to the place because of how jam-packed everything is.
Yeah. Yep, I get it.
Are you home now, or are you with the relatives in Pennsylvania?
I'm in PA. Yeah, I came here to help to see my son and my grandson, and then I had to do some work, and I got some more work to do tomorrow. I found some mold in the basement, and then I got to rip down walls and stuff. Never a dull moment. I came here to spackle one thing and then found something else, so it's always something.
No, you're at Kunkletown. You're about an hour from Armwrestling.
Yeah,
he won't start till mid afternoon.
Yeah, no, I'll be. Hello, there's my grandson. But yeah, it's Kunkletown post office, but it's Jonas, so it's the same thing.
Yeah, but you're about an hour from Pittston.
Yeah, like one of the times I was here, I actually called Paul Lynn, and he put it together a nice practice for me before I had something coming up. And but I've been, these ready goes and not loading. I'm having a hard time with on these tables, like to not like load at all, like to trying to just go from nothing. It's it's an adjustment, and I find that like the load, that little load right before the go is where a lot of my power comes from. So I gotta start working on dead loading. I think that'll change a lot for me once I get that down to just snap it.
I never got called for loading on a Mac table. It's not that I'm loading; it's more like I'm just matching the person. Which,
listen, I pulled Ilya on the table. That went 3-2, but I pulled 3 weeks in a row. I pulled Jason Bale, heavyweight and super heavyweight, both arms. Then the following weekend I pulled Saray Brown. Then the following weekend I went to Canada and pulled Ilya Adeski, and we went 3-2. And after the first round of me clamping and stopping his roll, my forearm filled right up, and I couldn't even stop it. So
Ilya put some crazy numbers when it comes to all his lists. Like if you ever see some of his lists, it's like
no, we were talking about it, like me and Shiu and him.
Yeah,
like his numbers are great. He's strong. I take nothing from the kid, but I was probably at like 40% as opposed to being ready for like a match. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah.
I know. It wasn't going to be a walk in the park, but he asked me like 2-3 weeks out. I told him, I was like, I got this coming up, and if you need me to pull, if he needs a match, I'll come up. And he said, all right. That was supposed to be like this big to do, like Olympia, and it's supposed to be great and huge, and it ended up being a dud. But that happens. What are you gonna do?
What the fuck is going on? Oh my goodness.
I really trained hard for this match I just had with Josh, and I couldn't pull it off. So it is what it is. I couldn't activate. So some days you're activated, some days you're not. You know what I mean? Like he was faster than me on every moment. He just turned in and up and then crashed down. Like that was it. It was just shoop, 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 and that was like on my bicep, and he was out of my hands before I could even go. So hats off to him. He's So on to the next one. The next thing that I know I'm going to is San Diego, the World Series Arm Wrestling Final.
All right.
But, I took second place the past 2 years. Last year, I got totally robbed because I pinned the kid in the final, and I was on the A side, and they didn't call the pin. And it was a bad pin, like broken wrist back over the pin.
Oh.
Yeah. It was like really like to the point where everybody's like, that was a pin, that was a pin, that was a pin. So, but it cost me $1,500 on top of it. So it was even more pissed off.
Yeah.
This is what it is.
What do you think?
So
you think Logan got a shot against Tom Nelson?
Righty or lefty?
Both hands. They've been doing both.
Oh, that lefty? Yes, absolutely. I've never pulled Tom Nelson, no, but Logan's left is great.
Yeah.
My left is like I can't even judge it because on my left, I pulled left. As soon as someone engaged me, I was just like there was nothing there. But
yeah,
I have to pull a little bit.
Yeah,
with him.
I saw the video of him and
Josh,
of him and Seth Barnett.
Yeah, did you see him and Josh after pulling too? Josh Ellington.
Maybe I think
he's just Josh stonewalled him.
Oh, okay, yeah. I've seen that
But
one. Yeah,
Josh is just something different, man. Very gifted, pulling. I think it was 8. He said 18 years.
wow.
Wow. I look forward to pulling him again. I don't know, maybe if I'll pull better on a different table, or I just got to acclimate myself. Everybody's like, "Oh, you had the bag. You pulled out the table." I'm like, not if my brain doesn't tell me I'm on a Mac table when I'm on it and like do stupid things. It's like.
Yeah,
I got to set up like I'm on a Mac table. I got to work more on that. I pulled on a Mac table, but I've only practiced on it once. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's a whole different setup.
Yeah, and I set up the exact same way I do on a regular table with that table. And I was just like, I was planning on doing something totally different, and then when I went up there, I couldn't execute any of it. I was staring at my palm before I could even realize it, and he went. He went the last round. He went a little early. Ian fucked up one time, like with the cadence way. Like he was closing my hand and said, "Don't move, go," and my hand was still open. I'm like, "What are you doing?" But it was overall it was just a good time, good people. Everything was stacked. Quality of the pullers was good. Your boy Mike did fucking amazing.
Yeah, I knew he was gonna. I had no doubt. I had not a single doubt.
Yeah, no, I love that kid. He's a good boy, a good man. Yeah, and he showed up. His energy was awesome all the time.
Yeah, he's a different person now.
Yeah, his left looked great.
Oh yeah, it is. Yeah, I just can't wait till like my left is healthy enough to start like fully going ham with him again.
Yeah. I'll still fully go, but I can't activate it. Do you understand what I mean?
Yeah.
Like I could slow pull and go in certain lanes, and if I get into a certain spot, it hurts, and I'll just lay down. But I can't initiate my left whatsoever.
Oh, I started going to my chiropractor that does a bunch to my arms.
Yeah, well, that's good. I definitely have a nerve problem in my left arm.
Yeah, I have nerve problems with both my arms, but it's slowly get fixed. Like my right is so much more open to going for the top roll now, which for me is a blessing again because originally I was a top roller, and I just became an inside puller because I couldn't access my top roll anymore just because of my arm. Yeah, something was wrong.
Yeah, I got to start building my inside because I keep getting turned in. I can't stop it. I'm like, this is getting ridiculous.
Yeah, I don't. But, I really don't get turned in anymore.
Well, I knew like the last match I just had last weekend. I knew I lost before the match started just from the setup.
Oh,
all three rounds. I knew I was screwed because I couldn't get any purchase whatsoever. So nothing I could do. He was smart. He came right in. He wanted to get in as far as he could. He wanted to become the thumb so he could just go in and up. And he came out, he put himself on my side of the table, like all the way up. So they would have to back him up, and he would just back up to the stop. And they made me come to him, and I was so far into his hand, I was like trying to back up, and they're like, "Oh, you got to keep coming forward." I'm like, "Why?" Like, line up, give us a space, give us a webbing, whatever. But he was just so far in that it was just up and down. Well, and I couldn't. I even tried. I tried fucking retreating, and he had so much purchase because he just kind of went up. Like, even if I was like that, he went up, and I was like, I couldn't stop it. Well executed. Learned, live and learn. But I feel if I was sideways more, I would have had more. But I was here, and he was here, so it gave him that purchase. So if I would have rotated my body more and got more crooked on the table, like you're allowed, which I'm not used. No matter how much you do it.
Yeah.
This is what it is.
I came in a perfect time for Mac because Mac was literally my second tournament ever.
Yeah, so you're learning right out of the gate.
Match. So like, I'm struggling with the original table. I don't have problems with the Mac table.
Yeah. Well,
so
you're still young. My brain's old.
Yeah. Which
I'm sure I'll get it, but
it
just might take a little longer. My record on the fucking Mac table is not good.
Me just setting my elbow down on the regular table is like that's it. I really don't have anywhere to move.
Yeah,
it's so cramped.
You guys have been quiet on Fridays, huh? Because I went to pop on and say hello a couple times, and you guys were done already.
Yeah, I just sent those pictures, the pictures from that practice to Clint, and he said no, that was not him in the pictures, but that was definitely the same practice. So I was out in Ohio at his first practice ever.
I like, Dave, that you collect tons of pictures of men.
Mm-hmm.
It's good to have on your phone.
Yep, absolutely. Except
Cruz. Just because it's summertime.
I'm not the one with the semen dust jokes.
Hey, hey. No, just because it's summertime, we've been getting off early because, like, not
a lot of people. Everybody's out doing stuff. It's Friday night.
Yeah, and people will go watch it later and listen to it when they're driving or something. And
that's what I've been doing.
I've been trying to just end it early, just so it's not like 6 hours long of us
talking about fucking.
Yeah, it'll turn into semen dust if we're not talking arm wrestling.
What is it? Semen tension, or what is it? When you don't do it like for the week before you got a match, you hold it up. What were they calling it?
Semen retention. Yeah.
Semen retention. Yeah.
I don't know. Candy says that's not an issue with them, and Paul still performs well if he doesn't retain his semen. I'm going down to that VAL tournament next weekend just to hang out, watch.
Yeah, that looks like it's gonna be a great tournament.
They throw a good tournament, man. VAL. I don't know if you've ever been to one, but they throw a really good tournament down there. It's really good.
Yeah, they got a lot of good
matches and stuff. Yeah.
Yeah. Absolutely. It looks like a stack card.
And it's not that far of a drive. You know what I mean?
Yeah. What is it?
Still
6 hours?
Reasonable. Maybe.
Was it for you? For you, 5 hours?
Not even. Like 3.
Oh, that's not bad. 3 hours is like I drove 4 to here.
Bad. Yeah. It's not bad.
Wait, where is that? West Virginia?
No, Virginia.
Just Virginia?
Virginia. Yeah, regular Virginia.
Yeah, where in Virginia?
What is it? Mechanicsville?
Mechanicsville. It's just
Great American
just northeast
something.
of Richmond.
Grill. Great American Grill.
Okay.
Great venue. Great venue.
I know
too.
that. I know where that is.
Yeah.
I've been there. That is a 7.5 hour drive for me.
Really? Oh yeah, you're upstate New York. Yeah.
Well, upstate New York.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, just off the Beltway, northeast of Richmond.
Yeah, I know because it's very hard for me to make it on a set of logs over there. So like I'll end up sleeping in like Maryland and then waking up early to drive into Virginia.
Oh, because you gotta log your time now.
Yeah. Like I got oh nice. Damn, time flies. I got 2 hours before I get to unload in Syracuse, and I have 4 hours and 18 minutes left on my clock. So yeah, I'm going home. I don't have to do
Good.
any illegal shit this week. So great. I like it.
What,
That's-
over
Not
80,
that I
up
do
81?
any illegal shit, but
No, never. Yeah,
I got to put that out there.
allegedly.
Allegedly,
What, you want over 80 and up 81?
What'd you say? No. I just took a 90.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Yeah. It's 90 was faster, and just because it's straighter, and yeah.
Did you get stuck in any of that rain yesterday?
No, I didn't see any rain.
No, it took me like an hour longer to get to Pennsylvania because of how bad the rain was yesterday.
Oh yeah, rain slows everything down.
Oh yeah, it was,
Yeah,
no,
it
it was
was
like
bad.
it was like almost stopping rain. Like you can't see in front of you.
You got to pull over. Yeah.
Yeah, floods everywhere,
Yeah, it was
stuff
pretty
like that.
bad yesterday.
Oh man, I think 2 weeks ago I was in Manheim, Pennsylvania. Like Manheim, yeah,
Manheim.
Sorry, I just say it with an accent. Look,
Don't you mispronounce something in front of Dave?
It flooded over there. Like,
oh yeah.
Like my I went through water that didn't look like it was deep, but it was almost to my cabin, which was not the smartest thing to do. No, but like I had nowhere to go, so I'm like, I'll just send it.
Absolutely, fucking send it.
Yeah.
What's
enough not
next? To. What's next for you, Paul?
Probably World Series in November.
November
7th, I think it is, San Diego. Well, there's something else. There was something else coming up too, like
what's September 11th?
November 11th or November 7th.
Yeah, the 7th is a Saturday.
November 7th, World Series. That's it. Something might come up. There's other stuff. I was thinking about doing the States, but I don't know if I'm going to be able to make that.
Yeah,
because if I driving all the way up there, I need to get a room, and it's not in a budget.
Yeah.
I get it. Yeah. So
stuff's getting expensive. I'm flying to Montana for
Armbender.
the 10th to the 15th. Now my cousin's getting married.
You're gonna arm wrestle while you're out there?
I might. I mean, I'm gonna be in Missoula. I don't know if there's anybody in the area there. I'll take a look.
Dave will find out.
Well, the person could tell you is Denise Waddles, who's in, I think, Bozeman.
Yeah, Bozeman. Bozeman's not too far away.
But she would know who's in Montana.
I don't think Eric wants to arm wrestle Denise.
Oh, Montana's got a good group of people too.
Yeah, they do.
I'll pull anybody.
You see the M Spot's getting back into arm wrestling and doing some stuff for the ladies and stuff in Vegas.
I think Corey Miller's one state removed in Wyoming. He'd probably have a pretty good idea who was up in Montana too.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I like what he did with the new Aries score system. I do.
Yeah, they just did the point that Bob Brown just showed me, like the power ranking and all that crap in it, and there's more into it. I had no idea that even existed.
Yeah. Now I care about it a little more now. My goodness, what is going on over here? Well, I'm passing I forgot what the speedway's called.
What? The Speedway?
Yeah, we got like a drag strip, drift track over here. Every Friday night they do something crazy. It looks like today is the old school dragsters are running.
That's fun.
Yeah, like everything looked like a Dodge Dart or a Chevy Nova from here. Yeah, but of course, I'm the guy in sunglasses
at night.
Yeah, at night. Because everybody's running these LEDs out at like 30,000 lumens. Like my eyes get tired. Yeah.
I wear them so
Yeah.
that you guys can't tell when I'm sleeping anymore.
Yeah.
I can just sit back.
Hey, Paul, did you see that picture I posted at the 98 group?
No,
I found Ryan Gronin's body double.
I heard you saying that before when I was watching, waiting for
Yeah.
somebody to put the link in.
The only difference
But,
is that guy would probably crush me in arm wrestling.
Yeah,
that's
literally.
that-
I was gonna post it and go like, I was gonna Ryan Grondin and James Reed, but then I'm like, I don't know. I just
That's
posted
probably
Yeah.
unnecessary.
Yeah. That's
I don't have a
That's it.
problem with James. You know, it is what it is, man.
Yeah. So I won the overalls, and me and Roger have to do the transition and take a picture with a shark on the top of the roof, right?
Mhm.
However, there's no ladder, so there's a dumpster. So now you got a 400-pound dude climbing up this dumpster to get to the roof. The video, it ain't gonna get posted. Is hilarious.
I can imagine.
Yeah, I got up there. I took one step towards the side of the roof, and there's it's on top of an addition, and I could just feel it start bending. I'm like, I'm staying on the edge.
Yep.
I
Fuck that.
ain't falling through.
Nope.
Yeah.
And it'll be your fault because you're not supposed to be up there.
Yeah. So like next year, if to win the overalls, I need to lose some weight.
Why? What does that have to do with winning the overalls?
Oh, it's like, because if you win the overalls, you got to get up on that roof and take a picture with a shark.
Oh, okay. So you want to lose some weight just for the picture?
Yeah.
So,
Because if I gain weight, I think we're gonna need a new roof, and I don't really have the money to build somebody a new roof.
Yeah, it wasn't me. I'll just walk away.
Yeah, what does it be?
As they're pulling you out of the rubble. As they're pulling you out of the rubble.
Yeah. Hey, you guys know you guys have a hole in your roof? Damn. But that place, me and Torin Nolan, because he's back. Torin's back
For now.
yeah. But yeah, he didn't have a ride, and I'm like, yeah, I'll take you back because I'm driving. But we decided to stay a little bit and have some food. So we got this $30 bowl of lobster mac and cheese and 2 burgers. I couldn't. There was some lobster allegedly in that lobster mac and cheese, and then I ordered a shrimp. Yeah, and then I ordered a shrimp cocktail for
That's your go-to.
Yeah, $16, and I'm like, hey, how much shrimp do you think was in there? There's 5 shrimp.
Oh my god,
5 shrimp, and my thumb was bigger than those shrimp.
Yeah,
they no jumbo shrimp.
Where did we go that you got the shrimp platter? Miller's?
Miller's Ale House.
Yeah.
Hey, that shrimp was good.
Yeah, the one
that was actually good.
Miller's Ale House shut down near me, dude. I was like, what the hell?
Oh, yeah.
I like that place.
Hey, we got to go there again if the Winter Blast for 2027 for next year.
Yeah, the Millers we all went to after.
Yeah.
Yeah, that wasn't bad.
Yeah, if they run that deal again for shrimp, the heck, why not?
All right, guys.
I love shrimp. That's like my favorite seafood.
Yeah, shrimp is delicious. I love shrimp, but I can't eat too much of it because it puts me. I could do like a sushi coma with shrimp too. Like just eat until I'm like fucking bloated. My solar plex feels like it's gonna pop, and then I just go to sleep for like 3 days. All right, I'm gonna go. I'm gonna put my grandson to bed. I'll talk to you guys later. Have a good night.
See you, Pop.
Yes, sir. I'll see you later. Bye.
Later, buddy.
I got lucky. Anyway. I was driving past my house, and my mom called me and was like, "Hey, I have some homemade sushi."
Oh,
so nice. Like, stop by and I'll then she'll drive out Because like I started I drove down from Utica all the way to Richmond, and then I came back and I went through Albany, and then from Albany I had to go to Buffalo. And she just brought me this big ass tray of sushi, and oh my goodness, dude, I ate all of it, and I was in the biggest food coma ever.
That's nice of her to bring it out to you like that too.
Oh yeah, my mom always cares. I'm always worried about me being fed because, trust me, trucker diet is the best thing right now.
Yeah.
I don't have a fridge in in this truck right now. I ordered it.
Yeah.
And I spent a little money and I ordered a good one. However, the problem with ordering a good one is it literally takes 10 days to deliver. So I'm gonna get it next week, Saturday. So like,
oh, nice.
or not Saturday, Wednesday.
At least then you'll be able to bring your own food and stuff and eat.
Yeah.
Stopping somewhere or whatever.
Yeah, it's so much more practical just to have the fridge because now like
and cheaper, honestly, and there's not a lot of healthy options out there to like pull off and eat.
Yeah, my month's expenses for food was this for August was around almost $1,300 just food.
Yeah, I believe it.
So that's divide that by 4. That would be what?
You folks in New York do not have the same variety and quality
$350
in stores as we do. Yeah, we get Sheets, Wawa, and Redner's or Rutter's.
What'd you say?
I said, you folks in New York, when I come up there, I just don't.
I'm a Rutter's guy.
Well, that's what I say. But down here we have Rutter's, Sheets, and Wawa. What do you got up in New York State? That Onvo or 7-Eleven? What's there? Somebody's dairy.
As far as we have Burned Dairy and Stewart's. Controversial opinion. For some reason, stating this, I can get publicly hanged for this. Is Burned Dairy is 10 times better than Stewart's? You can kiss my ass. Like, I don't understand. I go to the deli, and Burned Dairy is just leagues better than in Stewart's. Oh, we also got Cliff's. Cliff's is very good. So we have Cliff's, Burned Dairy, and Stewart's. Burned Dairy is popping off, taking over. Like they're buying property. They're popping up gas stations within a month. Like the fastest construction I've seen.
I could take or leave the garbage plate when I was in Rochester. I mean, everybody was raving about it. I was like, whatever.
I mean, did you have a good one? Did you have
No, it was where did they? Well, they used to practice at. What was the name of the place? Is it
Billiards?
Bill, something Gray's? Something Gray's, maybe. Where the hell did Rochester practice?
It's in East Boulevard now. It's East or I don't. I haven't been to their practice in a while. I've completely forgot. It's just not clicking right now. But yeah, I know the area.
But I'm trying to think. Easy Rollers Arm Wrestling. They used to get together at a
East Ridge.
Well, they're at East Ridge now, but East Ridge Billiards. At one time, the hell did they get together? Got together at I forgot the name of it. It was like a bar. Yeah, it was like I think they had alcohol, but it was mainly like a restaurant sort of thing.
Yeah.
Let's see. I don't think road. I don't know what the hell was the name of the damn place.
Yeah.
But
Eric, what does that say?
I can't read that. It's too small.
God damn.
What does it say?
Uh-oh.
You say Dennis?
I might, maybe. No, it's like different characters. Like it's not in English.
I know.
Is that what it
You're
says
making
though
me take
in
my
that
sunglasses
language?
off. Yeah, it says Dennis.
Nice.
What are you trying to say?
I don't know. He's just throwing that out there.
Denice. He's saying denice.
Hey, oh, he's going in more. We need our
Oh
translator.
my goodness! What did he say? Oh my gosh! I'm driving. You can speak English. Сразу все поняли. Hey, I'm not that old. You can use на ты, bro. What the flip? I don't. Я ничего не понял. What is he talking about? Dennis. Is he trying to say Denisovich?
I don't know.
What does he say? What is he? Oh,
there.
jeez, dude.
I can't read that.
I'm driving. I'm weighing at like 38,000 pounds. All right. Does he still touch? What's this one?
Yeah. See it? He said.
Yeah, he said. speak like Dracula. Blah blah blah.
Something like that. Oh, he's got another sentence. Here we go.
Oh, he's got another one.
Well, there we go. Three TO backwards N backwards R.
What's that supposed to be?
Oh, he did a correction. Spelled something wrong. There you go. Backwards NMR.
What the fuck?
I don't know. Whatever you said, yes.
This guy's a first generation American that's already forgetting how to type in Russian, I think. Oh my goodness! I shut off my phone every single time I take it off the magnet strip to try to read something. It actually make me rage a little bit.
That's all right.
But that's
we're
just
probably
me
gonna
not
end it
sleeping.
anyway.
Email,
We've been on what, 2 hours now? Yeah. 2 hours. Yeah. Well, anyway, Eric, you drive safe, buddy.
Just 2 hours.
I know.
Just 2 hours.
We're slacking, dude.
You guys are slacking, dude. We don't even hit midnight anymore. We don't even do the crazy hour.
Once it's not as nice out, we'll get back to the late nights again. But Dave, did you have anything else you wanted to say? Dave?
No, not really. Once again,
shout out your tournament tomorrow.
Tomorrow is the Arms of Steel. If you're anywhere within a couple hours of Pittston, Pennsylvania, which is near Wilkes-Barre, get your rear there. We're gonna have a great time.
How about you, Eric? You got anything? You got some parting words? FTG.
No, I got. I got 2 more Monster energy drinks to come soon. I think I have. Somebody gave me an Alani drink, so
Alani.
If I come on next week and I sound super fruity and gay, that's probably because I drank the Alani drink. Don't drink that garbage.
Let us know what that does to you.
Yeah, I will.
You start watching like romantic comedies and crying.
No, I'm gonna be watching My Little Pony.
Yeah, it was Bill Gray's. Bill Gray's and Irondequoit.
Now the day comes back. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, they used to get together there.
He's texting again, is he? Yeah. What did he say?
Oh, Dave said that's probably because I probed him. What?
I haven't even seen Shubich's flexing.
Interesting.
I don't know if he gave up on
Shubich missed us talking about him earlier.
He's literally right here.
Hey, drive by his house and honk your horn for fucking 20 minutes.
Dude, I literally can't read Russian right now.
Rick. I only just got on. Oh, he missed it, dude. He missed it. He missed what we were saying about him earlier.
Oh yeah.
But
All right,
anyway,
hold up.
we'll talk to
Hey,
everybody
don't
next
close
week.
it. I'm trying to read. I'm struggling to read, bro.
You're still trying. All right. You and
Trying to
Dave.
read this.
Hey, you and Dave. Good luck, guys. Have a nice night. Boop.
Yeah. Well, we'll let you read it, and then I guess we're closing down.
Bro, this guy literally cannot formulate a sentence in Russian.
Hmm.
What are you talking about? He's talking about some health. Like, yo, come on. Use some adjectives. Using Google Translate.